Pick is in on the TV stream. We're just waiting for the name to pop up and officially be it. All right, final guess from everybody, just while we're killing some time here.
Krosky Merritt's my best guy, so I'm going to roll with him.
Go with him. Zach.
Let's go Corey Kiner.
Corey Kiner.
Running back from Cincy.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Running back Phil Mafah.
Phil Mafah.
From Clemson.
Well, hey, you wanted yourself a good compliment? Big-bodied running back. Phil Mafah is that guy.
Yeah, third team All-ACC. When you brought it up earlier, you needed a compliment for Jaden Blue. That was the first name I went to on my board, and he was a formal visit at the Combine. They had some connections with him specifically, had over 2,800 yards during his time with the Clemson Tigers. I like this pick. You're trying to add some running back depth, and you needed something different than what you have on your roster. Go with the 6'1" running back with some weight to him as well. Big, strong, physical running back. You're going to see him in these clips. I mean, he looks like he could be a tight end running the football at times. I mean, he's fun to watch, but he can break away from you a little bit as well.
Yeah, native of the Ivory Coast, so he's an IPP qualifier at the very least. Over 2,000 yards in his final 2 seasons at Clemson. He's really productive between the tackles. He's decisive, and he gets through. He finds the holes. He's a little stiff in the open field, and there's not a ton of athleticism, even though you see him breaking out into the open field, but look who he's playing. There's no value on passing downs here, but I think he's going to bring a ton of special teams value. This team has been searching for that personal protector, and I think this guy could definitely be that guy. But we'll see. I think there's going to be some good special teams value, but if you're looking for early down production, I think he has the potential there. It's going to be a battle. I think he could compete for early down opportunities in this running game. I mean, this running back competition is going to be very fascinating. I think you could look at 3 players, potentially 4 on this roster that could be the starting running back week 1 now. And you're throwing competition. You hope you get another running back in UDFA to add to that room and just up the competition in that room. They're going to need a guy. They're going to need a guy right there. And it's going to be fascinating to watch.
So there's Mafah, Blue, Williams, and who? Who's the fourth possible?
I was thinking Sanders, just because they are high on him. I don't believe that, but they are high on him.
I don't.
That was me, my bad.
I don't know, man. But yeah, shouts out to him. We'll see.
Yeah, he's a bulldozer. I mean, he's straight between the tackles. Absolutely. I mean, the build is incredible. He doesn't fumble. I mean, he's kind of the opposite of what you had when it comes to ball security issues. But I think he did get hurt and banged up last year.
A little bit. He missed a little bit of time. No, he played all 14 games for Clemson in 24.
I thought he had a shoulder. Maybe it was the year before.
He had a shoulder injury in 24 that required surgery postseason.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So he didn't miss any time for it, but there you go.
But hey, that's nothing wrong with that pick, man.
Yeah, you get your guy. Remember, we're taking stabs at the market, and the market is going to have a lot of those running backs. I like the way you put that.
Yeah, and it's a productive guy from a value program. I don't. It's a good value pick. I understand why you make this pick, even with some of the others that are on the board. But we'll see. This is a guy who just ups the competition in the physicality department.
Committee.
Man, I'll say this though, and I appreciate what everybody's saying about this kid, but I think Krosky Merritt's a better player than this guy. Just you watch the finish and stuff like that, and Krosky Merritt has had his share. Maybe there's a character guy here. I don't know, but New Mexico, Arizona, the transfer stuff, not having it seems like everybody in North America gets a transfer, but this kid. But you watch him. If you study him at New Mexico, he played mainly as in a pistol formation. He's really good patience as a runner. He had some running lanes in those games. He's downhill. He's not going to give you a lot of elusive cuts, maybe very similar to this guy. But he's going to run through tacklers. He's going to blow defenders up. He tends to build up speed as he goes. He hits the hole with some authority, and when the gap's open, getting to second level. There's a lot to like about receiver out of the backfield. You guys were kind of saying this guy's not going to give you much. Krosky Merritt can catch the football.
Yeah,
and there's some awareness with him with some blitz pickup and where he needs to be. I love his physical style. I just don't think he's very creative with the ball, but maybe this guy here, he looks very similar, not being totally creative with the ball either.
More of a
he's
power
downhill.
rusher.
Yeah.
I hate to bring this question, but does this threaten Hunter Lipke's roster spot?
It absolutely could. And it goes back to what we were talking about with the sponsor. I mean, the special teams, though, Lipke does add a lot of value there.
Well, doesn't Hunter Lipke show the ability now to kind of go in and dig people out and play in motion? Is this guy that type of guy? I'm asking this question. This guy escaped me. I did not evaluate this guy, but does he have that ability? Have you seen him, play as a wham guy or go inside and dig guys out? And if you're telling me that he doesn't catch the ball all that well, then I'm also thinking, well, Hunter Lipke can do that. Hunter, I would say no.
Well, and we're about to get him on the phone here, too, so we can ask him about that, kind of the pass protection element and what he could do from a special teams side of things.
You guys can take that. I'm going to sit this one out.
Zach, you're on timeout.
Just bringing up Krosky Merritt one more time. Do you think it's as simple as he just played the one game at Arizona?
There's something clearly there, whether it's a character thing, whether it's a medical thing. There's something not. I know Bobby Belt's listening right now, and he'll text me and tell me it's something about him. But I just think there's maybe very similar with the running styles.
Yeah. On the phone now, the newest Dallas Cowboy, Phil Mafah, the running back from Clemson. Phil, congratulations on hearing your name called. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it feels like a surreal moment for everybody. What's going through your head?
I'm excited, just to be a part of this organization. And for them to take a chance on me, I'm excited and ready to get to work.
No, they had conversations with you at the NFL Combine. What were those conversations like, and what stood out to you about the organization?
To me, what stood out first, just knowing it's America's team, the presence that they have as a team in the program is what stood out to me, and just having those conversations. Just talking about the type of people that they like to draft, the type of people that they want to represent their brand, and also the type of people that they want to represent the culture.
Hey, Phil, congrats on being drafted. As that 7th round turned about, what were kind of your emotions? Were you having some doubt, or did you keep belief the whole time? What were you feeling? And then when you got that phone call, how was the relief of it?
Yeah, I was having some doubt for sure, just having that in the back of my head of going undrafted, just preparing for that. But, it's just for the Cowboys to be able to take a chance on me at the last minute, it meant a lot to me. And, I feel like it's a perfect place.
Yeah, and you went to high school at Grace in a 7A power in Georgia. You went to Clemson. You've been at these big-time programs. Coming to a franchise like the Dallas Cowboys, how do you think you can use that experience to your advantage so this moment's not too big for you?
I can use that experience, all the things I went through in my football career and in my life, just applying that to the game, all that adversity that you have to go through as a player, through injuries, personal life, just applying all my experiences and going all into my craft and giving it my all for the Cowboys.
I love your inside zone ability, just being able to be decisive between the tackles. How would you describe your running style at the end of the day?
I would say a powerful back who likes to make guys miss any way possible, whether it's running through them, jumping over them, juking them out. I just love to play with physicality, and, I love to show others that I can also be nimble at the same time.
What do you think people got wrong about your game during the draft process? If you were reading, media analysts or anything like that, what do you think is a common misconception?
I think the common misconception is that, I'm just a big power back and, I'm just that type of back. But, I just feel like a lot of people missed, especially this past season, me having an injury early on in the season, lingering on throughout the season. But, just for the Cowboys to be able to believe in me, gives me a lot of confidence to want to continue to put my best foot forward.
Phil, Coach Schottenheimer's wanted to build a culture and have the right kind of people in the locker room. How would you describe yourself? Like, what are some of your interests maybe off the field?
Off the field, I'm a pretty chill guy. I love doing Legos. Love hanging out, learning the piano, really hanging out with family. Love going outdoors in nature, and just love people. I'm a people person.
I like it. The Legos and the piano. That's my type of
quite a combination.
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Phil, congratulations. Can't wait to see you here in Dallas. We'll see you on the field very, very soon.
Anything else, Zach?
All right, there he goes, Phil Mafah.
I hate you, Nate. I hate you so much.
All right.